Hi everybody. I hope you all have had a good weekend. It's been beautiful out. Got some decorations going over here in the Lucero household. Got the old Halloween tree, which is back there set up. My kids have been doing that since they were small, right? So it's little memories that make us all happy. Which brings us to the essay, which we have to write, right? Which I don't know if it's making to make you happy or not, but it will. It'll feel good once you complete it, right? It's a summary of what you've learned. So there's been some questions in terms of how do I put it all together? So in this video, I thought what I'd do is I'd kind of wrap everything up that we've done. So in case you miss one bit, we can make sure you're on the same page, okay? So first off, let me see here. Here is our actual, oops, not that one. Here is the essay prompt, right? In the essay prompt, I'm going to ask for 3 separate features. Explain how the brain functions, neurotransmitters, and lastly, an article about oxytocin. All these can be found, of course, online in units 1 and 2. You really need a couple things. If you go into, when you go into Canvas, and here's our course, and you go into Approaches to Psychology, Unit 1. If I click on that, it'll take you to, there's only one thing active in there for you, and that will be a PowerPoint. If I drop down here, can I go through all this stuff? Unit 1, PowerPoint 1, oops, it always jumps around. Intro to Psychology. Once you open that up, it'll take you to this slideshow. Now, we went through it as a class, right? So as it says, anywhere in green, it was a task for you to complete. So you open this up, you work your way through it. There's a picture of what's called a neuron there. And then there's questions with links to videos. The expectation is if there's an essential question in your notes, you've already answered that, and I've already scored that. So if you weren't here, you missed it, you got to go in there. Write that question down, watch that video. There's some background there, answer the question, right? So that's part 1. So make sure you've done this. And once you've done this, you should have enough to definitely get that first paragraph done. Which leads us to the second paragraph, right? There's another slideshow that we have, and we're going to do that. We're going to go drop into Unit 2. And you're going to see Neuropsych slideshow. There's these articles on the brain, which are helpful. So right there's homework for that. I would have expected you to take a look at that. You'll click that open. You'll click on this slideshow, which again will do the same thing. It'll lead you through important content that we covered. So after you do slideshow 1, take a look at slideshow 2. And let's see here, it's working a little slow. This is going to cover that element of neurotransmitters. So we know how the brain is different. Second paragraph said, what are these neurotransmitters, right? Something called dopamine, endorphins, and in this slideshow, this is what this is. What are neurotransmitters? There's the answer, right? So everything is here. What is dopamine? You should have this in your notes. If you missed it, you go here. And again, the goal is to take the information and put it in your own words, right? I don't want to see like where it sounds exactly like mine. If it is, it's better be quoted, right? We know you learn something when you take something complicated and you can make it simpler. So you go through this, that'll give you the second paragraph. And that third body paragraph mentions something called oxytocin. And of course, that's the article that all of you read. Many of you included in your notes. And let's see if I have a copy of it up, which I think I do. And here it is. These were the questions you had, and you read it. It wasn't too long. I think it was 2 pages. There it is. And many of you did a good job with that. And it talked about whether animals can love. I want you not to stress about this essay. I mean, if you have all the individual features, you've done the work. The essay is a chance for you to put it all together and show me you can combine these different ideas. If you struggle with essay writing, then I want you to treat it as each one of these is 3 different free response questions. One, which means give me a paragraph on this one, a paragraph on that, and a paragraph on oxytocin. All right? Yeah, and that's